This past week there's been a lot of speculating in the news media and social media about reopening the economy and so on. So I thought we should spend a few moments to start gathering our thoughts on when and how we might reopen St. David's United Church. I know we're all missing desperately that contact with one another, and I get it. Not going to church is challenging on so many levels. Personally, I confess that putting together these online worship services takes a whole lot more time and energy than a usual Sunday. I'm also so grateful for the connecting work that Judy Tabler and the Pastoral Care Group and the Telephone Angels have been doing, because I certainly have not had time to do any pastoral care. As we've noted in the e-news, we are all experiencing grief. This situation is complicated by the reality that we cannot go to our usual places for support and strength because they are closed. That only adds to our impatience to get back to normal again. So I know you might not want to hear this, but I need to urge caution. Many of the people in our congregation are part of the vulnerable sector because of their age or other health issues. Many of the activities we value most about our church gatherings pose higher risks for viral transmission: singing, greeting, eating. The Alberta guidelines on gatherings have just been updated to place additional restrictions on singing, even for live stream services with smaller numbers of people. At this week's online gathering of ministry personnel, Diane Strickland, who is a United Church minister and trauma specialist I've mentioned before, pointed out that given our eagerness to get back to normal, our first service after reopening could be a huge letdown, simply because of all the extra restrictions we would need to observe. And it might not feel like church. After all, the last thing we want to have is for someone to get sick because they took part in a gathering at our church. Blessings.